Good morning. Sanibonani. Goeiemorgen. Molweni kunu nonke ngale ntsasa yangomgqibelo umhla wamashumi amabini anesibini kwinyanga kaMeyi. Oh, what a welcome when you wake up to such beautiful sounds of jazz, which are presented by our College of Music. My name is Zenomzi Haduse. I'm the Student Recruitment Manager of the University of Cape Town. Today marks a very important day to any university calendar. It is the flagship event of posting an open day whereby each university will be showcasing its offerings. What a pity that the COVID-19 hasn't given us the opportunity so that you can come and experience, get the feel of our university, the beautiful university we have here in the whole of South Africa. Today, I've got the honor to introduce the Vice-Chancellor of the University of Cape Town, Professor Mamokgethi, Phakeng. She is called, or she is known as the deputy mother to our students, of course, first, but to all the students of other institutions as well at FEB Academic. She's going to give us a welcome to sit down, relax, sip from that coffee or tea, or even the lemon water. Gethi, over to you. Talk to your audience. Tell us that they must join UCT.
Thank you so much, Gina. It is so wonderful to see the 318 people who are joining us this morning. Good morning, everyone. It's a cold morning in Cape Town, but really sunny and therefore wonderful to welcome you. Thank you for joining us in this virtual visit to UCT. This, of course, is an opportunity for you as a potential UCT student to meet our academic staff and explore what it means to study at Africa's top-rated university. Well, maybe, as some of our students like to jokingly say, this is an opportunity for you to explore what it means to have one of the most powerful student cards in the world. If you heard about a fire at UCT in April, or if you are worrying about how the COVID-19 pandemic is affecting our degree programs, I want you to know that UCT is still standing, and it's not only open for the work of teaching and learning and research, but we are bringing this work into the future. We are always looking for ways to improve the UCT teaching and learning experience because we are committed to your success. In fact, we are very aware that our success is your success. And I mean our success in every which way, whether it's financial success, whether it's success academically or in terms of the rankings, your success is our success. Not because you pay fees, but because we get value and we get a favor from you succeeding. The world gets to know who we are by your success. Long before COVID-19 made it necessary to do more work online, we began bringing teaching and learning at UCT into the future with blended learning. Blended learning puts the needs of students with barriers to learning at the forefront, whilst also providing other students with a range of ways to engage with the material that they are learning. It's especially helpful to students who are second language English speakers who require accommodation, or students who require accommodations for a disability. And that's why we do blended learning. We do blended learning so that the most vulnerable of our students get support, while not everyone gets stopped to wait for that support. Blended learning helps us to design good learning experiences and reconsider methods of assessment. Students are able to ask questions, they're able to contact tutors and attend study groups online as and when necessary. Blended learning also allows for face-to-face teaching and group activities whenever possible within COVID-19 safety protocols. Students have the opportunity to revisit online course materials. They have an opportunity to ask questions and also get personal support in and out of normal teaching hours. We also provide laptops at no cost to first-year students who receive NSFAS financial aid. And we've done this long before COVID-19. We also provide free Wi-Fi access on campus, and during lockdown, we provided data to all students who needed to study from home. We are committed to providing vulnerable students with what they need to study remotely when it is necessary, including making materials available in low-tech formats. We are introducing innovative ways to help you think about how your studies can influence the future. Our School of Information Technology provides degree programs that integrate technology skills with disciplines such as commerce, science, and humanities. We are creating a hub of excellence in all areas of information and communication technology research and teaching for local, African, and global context. UCT is the only university in Africa that offers training within the Hasso-Plattner School of Design Thinking, or D-School. The D-School builds creative and critical thinking skills to help address the kinds of complex socio-political and economic challenges our society faces. Of course, we are also identifying challenges, but this is part of a process that began years ago at UCT when we launched the Center for Innovation in Learning and Teaching within the Center for Higher Education Development. We launched our first massive open online course in 2015, and many of our massive open online courses have been winning international awards, and everyone anywhere in the world can access them. For free, by the way. In 2018, we launched an automated video recording venue to support our academics going online. At the start of 2020, about 60% of UCT lecturers had chosen to record their lectures. So in fact, when the lockdown started, we already had 60% of our lecturers engaging with students online. Of course, COVID-19 fast-tracked this process, and we launched emergency remote teaching last year. But that doesn't mean we have cut corners. Student surveys helped us to see how many of our students have been thriving on blended learning, and to pay special attention to students who were struggling, and to find out what we could do to help them learn better. We continue to use those analytics and our surveys to monitor our students' learning and intervene as and when necessary. Of course, there will always be courses that require students to work collaboratively on problem solving or to have access to labs, and those courses remain available. We are committed to preparing you for the digitally mediated world in the fourth industrial revolution. We know that university is a different teaching and learning environment than what we are used to as a high school learner. Our mission is to help you succeed in this environment and to help you get the kind of advice and experience that will help you to enter your chosen career and make the world a better place. We see our students being on a path to making the world a better place. And so we work hard to make sure that you are adequately prepared for that. Our first year orientation program is an exciting introduction to campus life. We help students find their way around, get a feel for the study options they can choose, find out about the many support resources we offer, and make friends at social gatherings and begin to feel at home right here at UCT. Whether you live in residence or off campus, we will do everything we can to help you thrive and succeed at UCT. Adjusting to the academic discipline of a university can be difficult. We know that. And we don't want any student to feel that this is a sign of failure. So we offer advisory and counseling services in our faculties to help you get into your stride. First-year students may not be used to asking for help or advice, and we encourage you to ask questions. Places in residence at UCT are in high demand, and that's because our residences are very comfortable to live in. And so we do everything we can to accommodate those who need to live in campus facilities. In addition to on-campus residences, UCT can also refer students to affordable, suitable, accredited off-campus accommodation that is provided by the private sector. But here's the thing, we do not just send you to the off-campus accommodation that's provided by the private sector. We check them, we rate them, and that's why we accredit them when we are satisfied that they are comfortable and suitable to provide an enabling learning environment for you. Please understand that we do not have enough spaces in our residences for everyone who would like to live on campus. We give priority to students who are more vulnerable in different ways, such as economic need or physical disability, or perhaps even students who are underage. There are students who come to university at 16 years old, and we prioritize this group of vulnerable students. While strict health and safety protocols remain in place, students in residence will need to be resilient. They will need to be resilient, and as well as able to live with limited direct social interaction and to work well independently in programs that make use of online learning. But what about our tuition fees? Well, our tuition fee is all inclusive. We don't charge for extra services like Wi-Fi, libraries, computer centers, the Jamie Shuttle transport service, lab materials, and facilities for students with disabilities. Anything that you need to succeed in your course, whether it's material to do your assignment, your project, is included. The cost of it is included in the fee so that everyone is on the same level and can perform and has got the same chance to succeed. We know that the costs of those kinds of extra materials and extra support or extra services offered by the university can add up at other universities, but we don't want you to have, we actually want you to have full access to whatever you need to succeed in your studies. We don't want you to be surprised after you come into the university and you realize that suddenly we are adding this fee for a computer center or this fee for lab material. We include it in your fee. Once you pay, it is all covered. And here's the thing, we don't have an upfront payment at UCT. If you're a fee-paying student, your parents are not yet ready to pay, you register, and when they're ready, they pay. We don't say you can't register before you pay the upfront payment. UCT's award-winning career service department will help you choose a career that suits your talent, skills, and life goals. Career service is available to UCT students at no charge, and it is here to help you explore career options, meet potential employers, seek part-time or vacation work, and learn how to be interviewed and to write a professional CV and apply for bursaries, scholarships, and postgraduate work. And we have programs to help budding entrepreneurs get started. Before the lockdown, we ran an annual Careers Expo. It's an award-winning annual Careers Expo, the only university in the country that does that, where for the whole week, we bring these services to you. You don't have to come to the career services. We bring it to you in an exhibition space for you to interact with employers, with former UCT students who are employed in different spaces, who studied humanities, and they can tell you what kind of employment opportunities are there for you. Students, graduates, who will show you how to show up strong, how to nail that top job, and so on and so forth. And we continue to find ways to bring this exhibition to you online whilst we were on lockdown in 2020. It is in our interest that our graduates proceed to get employed and earn big salaries and hold big positions. We want you to explore different interests and have a healthy, balanced lifestyle. So we offer a wide choice of activities, including almost 40 sports clubs, more than 100 student societies and organizations that reflect a wide range of interests, and volunteer service opportunities where you can help make a lasting social impact. We know that learning doesn't only happen in the lecture hall, and that's why we provide all these variety of activities so that you can do some learning either on the page or in some community activity, and in engaging with other fellow students who will be your strongest network once you leave UCT. At UCT, we teach respect for our constitution, respect for human dignity, human rights, equality, non-sexism, and non-racialism. Sadly, gender-based violence and other forms of offensive conduct against women and non-binary gender occur around the world. But here at UCT, any student or staff member who is reported to engage in such conduct gets prosecuted by UCT's Special Tribunal to deal with sexual and gender-based violence, the first of its kind in the country. We are the only university that has this kind of special tribunal. Crime is also a sad reality in our country. We are constantly upgrading our security technology and expertise here at UCT because the security of our people, both staff and students here on campus, is a top priority. As a proudly African university with global credibility and standing, we seek to bring African creativity to help solve global problems. Our goal is for our students to think imaginatively, to think effectively and critically. We want UCT graduates to be lifelong learners, to appreciate how we gain knowledge and understanding of the universe, of society, and of ourselves, to have a broad knowledge of other cultures and other times, to critique ideas and views, to conduct alternative ways of thinking, to construct alternative ways of thinking, and communicate convincingly, whether orally and in writing, and to be prepared not only to adjust our rapidly changing world, but also to help lead those changes. We educate students to be global citizens. We know that our students are not just going to end here in their context. We make sure that they are prepared for the international workplace and life in multicultural societies, and to be committed to using their skills and talents to help create a more equal and just society. It is important to note that we are committed to health and safety of everyone on campus. So we are following strict protocols such as wearing face masks and social distancing until the threat of spreading COVID-19 has passed. This is one reason our residence space has shrunk a little bit, because at the moment during COVID-19, we've been accommodating students in we've been only making available single accommodation rooms. We don't place students in twos in our rooms, just to make sure that they are safe. Inclusivity is a key part of building community at UCT. While graduation is of course our goal, the UCT community is pulling together to ensure that the experience of students and staff speaks more directly to their lived realities. UCT's Office of Inclusivity and Change provides institutional responses to transformation, sexual and gender-based violence, disability, and cultural change. Our inclusivity policy and sexual orientation is helping to forge a campus environment that is free from discrimination in all spheres, including teaching content and language, the university's code of conduct, and campus culture. Our student mental health policy recognizes UCT's responsibility to address mental health needs as part of students' overall health. Both these policies honor the inclusivity and diversity that we encourage in UCT's community life. UCT's disability service assist students and staff members with both learning and physical disabilities. More than 6,550 UCT students are receiving financial assistance this year, either through UCT in the form of sponsorships and bursaries, or through the government's National Student Financial Aid Schemes, NSFAS. UCT financial assistance includes many bursaries and scholarships above and beyond NSFAS funding, because we want to make sure that all our needy students are covered. The number of funded students changes daily, and sponsors notify UCT of funding provided. We are seeking students who want to help be part of this future to change the world. So if you are sitting out there and you want to be part of this future that I've been describing, and you want to change the world, join us. You can start whilst you are studying here. UCT's true calling is not just to be the best in Africa. It is to be the best for Africa, focusing on social impact and life-changing scholarship. UCT is also serving African needs as an institution. We have many examples. I mean, last year, we launched the Koi and San Center to focus scholarship on erased and marginalized indigenous knowledge, ritual, language, and ways of knowing of the San and Koi clans who once lived here in the area where UCT now stands. Many of their descendants still live in communities across the Cape Flats, and many are students and staff and graduates of the university. We have also committed to developing an undergraduate program offering the Koko Hoab culture, history, and learning here at UCT. We notice that sometimes South Africa continues as if the Khoi and San community doesn't exist. And we as a university have taken it upon ourselves to foreground this community and what it has created in the land that we now occupy. The Nelson Mandela School of Public Governance launched its online interactive network platform, Mandela School Connect, last year to open up opportunities for mentorship, professional interaction, and news about upcoming events that complement members' research and policy interests while showcasing their achievements in pursuit of Africa's development. The Neuroscience Center, also launched last year, is the first of its kind in Africa. It boasts state-of-the-art technology and facilities that allow our interdisciplinary team to integrate and improve patient care, research, teaching and training, as well as advocacy. The center is shared with the Grooteskiel Hospital to coordinate public health responses to brain injuries and illness. UCT collaborates with researchers across the African continent to prepare for climate changes over the next decade. UCT researchers lead an annual semester program aboard the SA Agulhas 2, and semester trains students from universities across South Africa to gather data to help guide our understanding of the ocean's role in climate change and environmental sustainability. And here's the thing, the semester is open to students from all disciplines, from all universities across South Africa. Takes you on a boat or a vessel into the sea, you interact with scientists and other scholars and learn as well as much as you gather data to help guide our understanding of the ocean's role in climate change and environmental sustainability. The Graduate School of Business has a campus and an academic conference center at the waterfront here in Cape Town and satellite offices on the Cape Flats in Johannesburg. On the Cape Flats and in Johannesburg. The GSB is committed to doing actionable work that is relevant to the African continent and producing engaged scholars who are ready to contribute to sustainable transformation. And this work helps to keep UCT in touch with the needs of our surrounding communities. UCT is part of Cape Town and Cape Town is part of UCT. So if you are planning to start at UCT, here's the thing, you will of course be in the best, the most beautiful city in the world that brings together the mountain and the sea. But not only that, UCT researchers have developed a close working relationship with townships around Cape Town, such as Masiphumelele, a community with a high incidence of both HIV and TB, where UCT's aerobiology TB research facility can screen patients for effective TB bioaerosols, then refer the patients for medical treatment to halt that person's transmission of the disease. Many UCT projects in the Cape Flats have their roots in the work of Shoko, which is a UCT's student-run community service organization. One of my goals for UCT is that we strengthen our ties with communities around the Cape Flats. We have a satellite facility in Philippi to help build business opportunities. We consider these communities, and they spread all across townships in Kailicha, to be partners with us in addressing problems like HIV/AIDS, TB, safety and security, and education. So if you want to come to UCTs to study medicine in particular, you'll be exposed to the wealth of learning that we have gathered over the years. In my vision for UCT, excellence is inseparable from transformation. As I see it, transformation works hand in hand with excellence to make research and teaching sustainable in the rapidly changing world that we now inhabit, and to position UCT to serve the needs of society more effectively. It starts with enlarging our idea of excellence, to recognize that every individual contributes something of value to UCT, whether it is in teaching and research or in the many different departments that supports the academic project. This includes our students as well, and we are seeking all students across the country and the continent with the academic potential to contribute to the UCT community. Transformation at UCT is based on the recognition of excellence across the full diversity of our multicultural campus. We have a rich pool of students across all genders, cultures, histories, and perspectives. Excellence needs transformation to have integrity and to sustain the university's impact on society. It is the heart of our mission to improve lives through sustainable, authentic change. One sign of excellence at UCT is our global rankings. UCT is the top performing university in Africa, according to the leading international ranking agencies. All 5 of them put us on top. Times Higher Education ranks UCT among the top 10 of the world's emerging economy universities. We have also been placed in the top 101 to 200 band of the 2021 Times Higher Education impact rankings, which assess the impact of higher education institutions against the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. UCT is placed in the top 100 for 3 critical areas: reduction of poverty, gender equality, and reduced inequalities. We also are placed strongly in international rankings for development studies, clinical and health education, oceanography, infectious diseases, and many other specific study programs. Our Graduate School of Business is the only African business school in the top 100 of the Executive MBA Financial Times rankings. So if you join us, you are joining a leading university. We are here to make you succeed as we succeed. So if you want to build a more equitable and sustainable world, then UCT is the university for you. We seek to produce knowledge that will help us better understand our world and enrich our scientific and cultural heritage. And we want to be the best for Africa. We want you to be the best for Africa too. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for taking this time to get to know us. I hope to see you soon on campus next year. Make the right decision for your future. Thank you very much.